into the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Alex Napolis, Brian Bound. Brian, we are here at one of my favorite venues in the state of Utah, the Alta Hawks taking on Olympus. It's week 7. The regular season's almost over. What a time to be out here for high school football.
What a time to be alive, Alex. And as you look up at that beautiful vista, leaves are starting to change. That's a surefire sign that it is fall football. We've got a great matchup tonight as you see Alta and Olympus take the field with the Hawks ready to kick off.
It'll be the Alta Hawks in the black going to the left of your screen as that will go through the end zone and out for a touchback. It'll be the Olympus Titans in the white with the green pants and the silver helmets going to the right here in the first quarter. Brian, let's take a look at these two sides, both coming in at 3-3 overall on the year. However, the Alta Hawks come in with just the one win in region, while Olympus has 2-1 for Olympus, 1-2 for Alta. What do we got on this matchup tonight?
Yeah, and it was a big week last week for Olympus as they went into Brighton territory and got a big win to go 2-1, Alex. You're looking at an Alta Hawks program that's starting to rebuild after the departure of Lemateo. But I tell you what, Coach Blake Burdett has prepared these players well.
Here comes Olympus on the first drive, and it's going to be a catch over the middle, caught and immediately brought down, but that's going to be enough for a first and more as the Titans here early. Looks like that was a catch made by Luke Campbell.
Yeah, Luke Campbell. This is also a rebuilding roster in some respects for Olympus High School, a team that had a phenomenal season last year, finished in the state semifinals, and looking to reload. Max Rice has done a great job of replacing former quarterback. Now I'm blue screen of death just went through my brain. Last year's quarterback for Olympus.
Max Rice goes out to his right. Another catch for the Titans. It's second down, 2nd and 5 coming up here for the Titans on their first drive of the afternoon.
Sets up a 2nd and 6 for the Titans.
Ball on the 37. Rice will take the snap. He'll get it out quick and gets it out maybe a little bit too quick as it's incomplete, intended for Caden Lloyd.
Yeah, and you can see Rice there, like I said, just a junior playing for Olympus this year. He's replacing Chase Mosley. I don't know how my brain forgot that. I actually coached Chase Mosley back in the day. He was great for Olympus last year, but this is a team that's really looking to build their own identity and continue the program's emergence in 5A.
Max Rice here on third down. It's 3rd and 6, ball on the 37.
3rd down.
Need the 6 to convert. Evans lined up in the backfield alongside him. Rice will take the snap. In the pocket, steps out to his left, gets it off, looking for over on that left side for his big wide receiver, Sam Ngata, and it goes incomplete.
Yeah, Sam Ngata, transfer from Park City High School, just a sophomore, holds a Utah offer, and if that name sounds familiar, he is the son of Haloti Ngata, a phenomenal football NFL player, former Highland Ram, former Oregon Duck, former Baltimore Raven, etc., etc. We're going to see him a lot tonight.
4th down, and the offense will stay out there. Evans takes a direct snap, and he'll punt it away. The running back here gets this one away, and we'll have the Alta Hawks coming out for their first drive of the afternoon.
And I apologize. I said Max Rice was a junior. He's a senior. But let's talk about Jack Evans a little bit because we're going to see a lot of him tonight. He goes both ways for the Titans. Phenomenal safety. We're already talking about legacies. So Jack Evans, son of Casey Evans, former safety at the University of Utah. And you're going to see a lot of him both in the backfield and on defense all over the place. But right now, it's up to this Alta Hawk offense to make an impact.
Here come the Hawks. Ball get out quickly. It's Morton with the catch. Morton up the sideline, tries to tiptoe and gain a couple more yards, but he's pushed out of bounds. Tucker Brown there making a good connection with Morton.
Yeah, and Evan Morton slid into my DMs to correct me because the last time I called his game, I was told that this was his first year playing football. He is also a 100-meter champion. He is an elite speedster. It is not his first year playing football, though, Alex. This is apparently the Brown Bear Correction show, so get out the whiteout.
Brown will hand it off up the middle and wrestled down. He's going to be stopped short. That looks like that was Lonis on the carry.
Yeah, and look, a younger quarterback here with Tucker Brown. He's just a junior. There's a lot that we can talk about with this Alta offense. Last year's quarterback battle between Matt McKay and Kepa Nimatolu ended up with Kepa transferring. Matt moved out to wide receiver. Now Tucker Brown stepping in at quarterback, and he's going to lead this offense against a feisty Titan defense.
Brown takes a snap, handoff again to Lajones. Lajones gets a push, and he'll get the first. Wrestled down, but that's enough for a first down. Alta.
Yeah, you can see what looks like the early game plan for Alta is they want to lean on that Olympus Titan defensive front and try and open up some running room. That's the best way to get a young quarterback feeling confident. And for a team that we mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, 1-2, they're looking to get a win tonight and build some confidence moving forward.
First down coming up here for Tucker Brown and this Alta offense. McKay goes in motion. Brown drops back, gets it out to McKay. McKay barreling through two, and he's brought down. Good game as Matt McKay with the catch.
Yeah, and Matt McKay does not play quarterback, but this is an offense that really rotates around him. He's sort of the gravitational pull, not just for the offense, but for this team. Fantastic young man, great human being, terrific football player. I don't know why he doesn't have any offers, Alex, but if anything tonight, I hope there's a college coach out there that watches tonight and decides that I need to offer Matt McKay.
Matt McKay, 35 receptions on the year, 430 yards, 4 touchdowns to go along with it. Brown keeps, Brown escapes, out to his right, gets the first and more. Tucker Brown using his feet for the first down.
But I love what Alta is doing here on offense early on, using Tucker Brown in the run game. Haven't seen a ton of that from him this year, but they want to give him easy throws. You see the swing pass to McKay, and then the run up the middle. Get him some early confidence. Let him take a hit, too, so he feels comfortable and settles down. I wouldn't be surprised to see them maybe throw something a little deep here.
On first down, Brown again with the snap. The pressure's coming. Has to get it out quick and does. It's caught. Escapes out to his left. It looks like that's Lones who goes down after maybe 4 on the gain.
Yeah, not really a deep pass, but a pass nevertheless. But you see the versatility with Lones there as he's able to get out in the flat and pick up the 4 yards. Big part of the broadcast when you and I do this together, we want to educate people as much as we can about football. 4-yard chunks, that's a great way to sustain a drive.
4 + 4 + 4 gets you the first down.
Gets you 4 more.
Here comes Lonis as he's brought down after probably 2 on the gain, and it'll bring up 3rd down for Alta.
And we're one of my favorites, 3rd and average, 3rd and 5. The illustrious 3rd and brown bear. The C's get degrees of down and distance, but it opens up the playbook. It gives you so many options here. You can run, you can pass. We could see some of Tucker Brown in the run game again here. It really puts the pressure on the defense.
Ball on the 25-yard line. 7:40 left to go here in the first. Lones gets the carry, and he's going to try to escape for a little bit more, but he's going to be stopped short, and a 4th down coming up for the Hawks.
Yeah, and this one might be one that they want to go for. It looks like they're up and ready to go. It is so short, but I like that play call. You go to the 2-back set. You're using versatile personnel to try and catch Olympus off guard. Now, Matt McKay is in the backfield, and Olympus is going to call a timeout.
Timeout taken by the Titans as they try to figure out their call here on the 4th down. 7:15 left to go in the first. Brian, let's take a look at these two sides. This matchup at hand, as we mentioned, for the home side, the Alta Hawks coming into this one at 3-3 on the year. They currently stand at 1-2 in Region 6. Big bounce back win last week against Highland, but what do they need to do tonight to walk away with the win?
I think we're seeing early on offense what they want to do. They want to be physical. They want to run the ball. They want to minimize mistakes. That's the biggest thing for them, is it's the mistakes that can really get them in trouble. It's a younger football team, and yes, you have a Matt McKay, and he is the gravity for you and able to do a variety of things. You also have a lot of younger players on this roster that you want to develop, and the best way to develop players is to compete in tight, close games and then win. And so it looks like they're going to try and attempt a field goal here, which I think is the safe play.
Coming out of the timeout.
Field goal coming up for the Hawks. Jack McAllister trots out for the field goal try with the left foot. The ball snapped, the kick is up, almost blocked by the Titans, but the kick is good. And just like that, the Alta Hawks lead it 3-0 thanks to Jack McAllister.
And shout out to Jack McAllister for the pink cleats tonight. It is a pink out, we think, here at the stadium. Yeah, I don't know. I know the cheerleaders have pink bows on, and the student section is in some shade of pink dust. I don't know what exactly you would call that. If anybody's ever been to the Festival of Colors, that's kind of what the student section looks like tonight.
It's the chalk dust.
Chalk dust.
There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
Not quite fairy dust, but.
Brian, let's take a look at the visiting side now. The Olympus Titans, again, 3-3 on the year. But if you look at their losses, it's by a touchdown or less. They have been in close games all season long as far as their losses go. It has been close. It has been tight. So what do they need to do tonight to make sure they can walk out with a win?
Well, for them, it's about maintaining that hold at the top of the region, right? Because they've handed, I believe, Brighton's only loss so far, had a great victory against West, and so they kind of have a chokehold. And for them, it's about playing king of the hill, king of the mountain. I guess seeing how we are in such a majestic mountainous backdrop, it should be king of the mountain, but for Coach Burton, his second year in this group, it's about continuing to build on what they started last year and just become a tough football team.
New head coaches here for both sides. Brandon Burt entering his second year as the head coach of the Olympus Titan. And then here on the near sideline for the home side, Blake Burdett in his first season as the head coach of the Alta Hawks. Quick toss, pitched up and ran. That's going to be number 10, James Schellendorf, with a nice run on first down.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of him as well. He does a great job in the secondary. You see, trying to get the speedster involved with a little pitch receipt, but it's Cole Albrecht there to make the tackle, doing a fantastic job of setting the edge. He's another one to watch, a big junior, 6'4", 210.
Second down coming up for the Titans. Rice with an empty backfield. And another timeout taken. Olympus here early in the first quarter, and the Titans have already gone through 2 timeouts.
In the first half, it's not as big of a deal. You want to make sure that you stay on the right page with one another. It looked like Jack Evans wanted to get to the game. I don't know if they had a personnel grouping or something like that for the play that he needed to be a part of it. So at this point, it's 3-0. Use the timeout. Make sure you get things settled down. Make sure you get your guys settled down as well. And try not to burn any more in case it does get close there at the end of the half. But you'll get 3 more in the second, so you got to use them now.
Quick timeout taken by the Titans. They're back onto the field now, ready to go here on second down. Rice lined up with Evans in the backfield. He'll hand it off to Evans. Evans out to his left. Gets a decent gain there, maybe 3 on the gain, and it'll be third down.
Yeah, it puts him in a good position here at 3rd and short. About 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. You know, we've seen a lot of what early on with this offense that they're going to want to try and get Jack Evans involved in the run game and probably throw something short, maybe look for a slant route. That's been a hallmark of Olympus's offense in the past.
And here comes the big third down play. Rice takes a snap, sends Evans in motion, going deep, and it is caught. Taking it now is Caden Lloyd, and he's going to go into the end zone. Olympus Titan touchdown.
Number 6, Maxwell Rice's pass complete to number 14.
What a great usage of a timeout, Alex, because it got him on page and on the same line. I said slant. Max Rice had a better idea. He's like, no, I'm going for 6 on this one, and that's a touchdown with Lloyd. Caden Lloyd for 6.
The Titans off the deep ball take a lead. The PAT coming up. It'll be Asher Gubler out for the PAT, but prior to, we'll have a flag, and it looks like it's coming back.
Yeah, this is going to be a false start up front on one of the big dogs, and, it's a lot of distance for those big guys to run, folks. I'm saying sometimes you get a little tired and start leaning in your stance a little bit, but
false start of the Titans
does kind of make this a little bit more dicey of a proposition for the extra point.
Gubler, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And just like that, the Titans lead it 7-3.
Olympus 7.
Yeah, real explosive play from the Titans on that one. You see Max Rice drops back, throws a beautiful ball over the top to his receiver, and Rice is not an enormous quarterback. He's only 5'8", 5'9". You can see the big throw and the big arm there as he's able to find Caden Lloyd, and the senior speedster takes it in for 6. And that's a great start for Olympus after what was kind of a little bit of a rickety first drive, and now it comes back on this Alta Hawks offense. And I think this is that time of the season, that point of the year where you start to see good teams become great because they respond to plays like that. And so if you're watching at home, that's what you're looking for from Alta, is you want to see them respond on this drive. It doesn't necessarily have to be a touchdown, but getting points would be a big deal. Going 3 and out, that would be a major step back.
On the last drive, Alta and the Hawks, they were driving down the field looking good, but then stalled out at the very end. Ended up having to settle for a field goal as Gubler will boot this one up and away through the end zone and out the back for a touchback. And now we'll have Tucker Brown and this offense trotting out for their second drive of the evening.
And they did a good job early on driving the ball through the run game, using those big guys up front to open up holes. Big number 66 there for Alta. Kingston Newsey, he's just a junior, but 320 pounds. He does a great job of getting movement. Also want to shout out the center, Coulter Fullwood, doing a great job there in the middle. Just a sophomore. And that really leads on to my next point. This is still a very young Alta Hawks football team. We're watching them grow every single game.
Brown will take the snap on first. He'll hand it off. It's Lonis. Lonis right up the middle. Bounces out to his right a little bit to get just a couple more yards, and he'll get 4 on the first down.
Yeah, you could hear the pads pop all the way up in here. Just a nice little power. And Lonis does a good job of staying patient, keep the feet moving, and driving that pile. Able to pick up almost 5 yards on that first down play.
Another second down play coming up here for the Alta Hawks. Tucker Brown with 2 running backs lined up alongside him. He'll hand it off quickly. Looks like that's Lonis again, but this time wrestled down at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go on second down.
Yeah, nice job by this Olympus defense as they sent multiple linebackers in the run fit. And impressive job by number 22 there, Nate Sheets, to get over the top. He's actually the left side linebacker, but came all the way over. Great job of scraping, flowing, and that all starts up front with the defensive line stringing that one out.
As far as the Olympus defense goes, keep an eye on number 7, Lincoln Ames. 50 tackles, leads the states in sacks, Brian.
Yeah, Ames is replacing a legend, Wes Olson. Had a great job last year. He's off to the East Coast to play the next level.
Brown gets it out quickly, caught by Morin. Morin will get the first down and more. And here comes the Titans said that the ball came out, but the referee says he was down, and so we'll have first down Hawks coming up.
Yeah, it looked like Ryder Birdsley was able to get that away, and Morton kind of had it secured a little bit, but it was a little rickety as he was going down, and Birdsley just not able to get it away in time. But it's a nice job by Ryder Birdsley to be aware and cognizant of where that ball is, and something to watch for with Morton.
Brown sends Lonis in motion. The pressure coming, and he's going to be sacked. The Titans get home. It looks like that was Birdsley coming in and making the play.
Yeah, it sure was. The Ryder Birdsley must have been upset that he didn't get the fumble recovery. He took it out on the poor quarterback there, Tucker Brown. But it was just a great job by him from the out. He's almost playing like a nickel position out there, outside linebacker position. Just comes off the edge. A great stunt there, too, as the defensive line shifted to the inside, or we used to call it a crash. I don't know if people at home know what that is.
The senior linebacker coming up huge on first down. It's second and long for the Hawks. Brown steps back, and it's batted and dropped. Birdsley had it, couldn't bring it in, hits the turf, incomplete, but Brian so close.
Alex, I love football so much, and I'm cutting you off here, but I just want to talk. You talked about Lincoln Ames, right? He comes off the edge. He does a great job of putting pressure on the quarterback. Ball's a little high. Who's there? Ryder Birdsley. You just can't quite reel it in. That's one of those plays where it's like the overall result was an incomplete pass, but so much happened. Man, I love that series.
Unfortunate. That was bobbled up at least 5 times. Birdsley so close to getting the pick.
It landed everywhere but in a pair of hands, right?
Oh, man. Third down coming up for the Alta Hawks. Brown steps back. No pressure this time. He has enough time to get out to Lonis. Lonis is met, and he's going to be wrestled down. Nowhere to go. They get the first down, and then the drive stalls out with a sack.
And really, I'll give a lot of credit to the Olympus defense there. A couple plays, right? It was the sack by Birdsley, and Lincoln Ames did a great job on that one of crashing inside, bringing the tackle in, and Birdsley basically came in untouched. And then the second time it was Lincoln Ames doing what he does best, rushing the quarterback, and it was Birdsley that almost had the big interception, but regardless, that defense starting to play really confident.
The ball is out. McAllister can't bring it in. The ball is out. The Titans recover.
Well, it's just a calamity of events for Alta. Not able to get the snap. This is a program that puts a lot of effort into special teams, and you see that happen, and it just takes the wind out of the sails, and this defense now is back up against their heels, and there is so much momentum in favor of the Titans right now. Just a great job of getting inside, playing to your keys, and then recovering the muffed snap.
A big opportunity here for the Alta defense to come up big. Backed up against their own end zone. It's first down and 10. Ball on the 13. Rice will keep. He tries to get it out to his left. Does. Gets a good amount of yardage. I want to say that's 6 on the quarterback keep, and it's second down.
Yeah, 6 for 6 on that one. Not quite a touchdown, but yards. And it was a great job by Jack Evans of leading on that one and able to get him, a really good pickup on that first down. And they're inside the 10, so they can still pick up a first down, but this is basically second and goal for them.
Ball on the 9-yard line, 1:59 left to go here in the first quarter. Rice takes the snap, he'll drop back, has to go out to his left, the flag is out, he'll throw it into the end zone, incomplete. And it looks like this one might be going against the Titans.
Throws out of the end zone, incomplete.
Love and positivity. Sometimes it starts with a hug, though, Alex, and I keep trying to tell people offensive linemen just want to give out hugs. That's it. But we know that hugs aren't always welcome. The official taking care of business on that one. It was definitely a hold on that one. I believe it was number 51, Ben Wallenberg, who was basically tackled on that. And, just real quick aside, I'm going to shout out Timmy Snell, not playing tonight, but he played nose guard for Alta. He's out with a collarbone injury, and he is a pass rush master. He's not the biggest guy on the field, but he uses every ounce of his frame to make movement. I called him Mini Hulk, and sad that he's not playing tonight. Get healthy, my guy. Looking forward to seeing you next year.
4 receivers lined up to the near side, gets it out quick and can't connect. Looking for Caden Lloyd, who has the touchdown, but it goes incomplete.
I don't know that we talk enough in football about the mentality of second and long, third and long. We saw it on that last drive with the Hawks. I think at the high school level, it's so much more clear, right? And you see Olympus was cooking there, and not just because Max Rice, cooking rice. Anyway, but then you get the penalty, and now all of a sudden you're backed up third and long, and the offense just doesn't have that same momentum. The vibes aren't as intense.
Third down coming up here for the Titans. Rice drops back, has to cut out to his left. The pressure's coming, and he's going to be sacked. The Alta Hawks get in the backfield. Cole Albrecht with the sack.
Albrecht came to play tonight. That's the second time he's done a fantastic job. He's listed as a defensive back, but he's almost playing in I'll say a throwback Sharif Shaw monster back role where he's up close like a safety. He's able to apply the pressure there, and Olympus is going to attempt a field goal here. This one might be, there's a little wind kicking up, so we'll have to watch.
Asher Gubler, the field goal. The kick is up. It looks good, and it is no good as it hooks kicks out to the left. Gubler can't put it through. And despite having amazing field position, the Hawks defense comes up huge.
Yeah, and you saw a lot of life and energy in that defense coming off the field. They needed something like that, Alex. They didn't get the block, but it looked like they got enough pressure to just kind of rush Gubler. I also mentioned that the wind picked up right as he came out on the field. I don't know that I was ever built to be a kicker, but I have kicker senses. I know when there's a wind developing. I know where the air conditioning outlets are, you know. I know when the grass blades are facing one direction or the other, and sometimes it just gets in your head a little bit, especially at the high school level.
Asher Gubler, the senior kicker from Olympus. Do want to mention, phenomenal soccer player for the Olympus Titans as well. He was hitting some and trying some for 50+. He has a cannon of a leg, but this time just can't keep it between the six. And we have another timeout taken, this time by the Hawks.
So you kicked in high school.
Yeah.
So you understand it better than I do. How much does that kind of stuff really influence a kicker?
It does. Once you feel that wind creep up on your neck, it really does make a difference.
And it's not only because, it's not because you're thinking about the wind, but it's now you're thinking about how you're trying to adjust, and your brain is busy, right? And when you're kicking, I think the great kickers are guys who can keep their minds quiet as they're kicking and just let everything go. And this is just me learning. I'm talking to the expert here. One of the greats to ever do it at Kearns High.
Barely. Sometimes we were out there.
Well, listen, I got benched from special teams because I tried to be a long snapper and my snaps were never long enough. So I can understand and empathize with anybody who ever short snaps one. I had the same problem. That's why they just stuck me on the offensive line. It had nothing to do with my frame, I promise.
If we have any special teams questions, we have to phone up Moose. He's the expert.
You know what? I'm going to fight that. You're going to be the new special teams expert for Rewind.
1:03 left to go here in the first. Tucker Brown, the pressure's coming, gets it out quick, it's caught and wrestled out. Matt McKay coming up with the big catch.
And that's why we talk about him being the gravity of this offense, but also this team as a whole. You just had a huge stop. You want to build on that momentum. You want to get your offense into it. So what do? Throw an easy out to your playmaker, gets Tucker Brown settled down. His body language is suddenly better. And all of a sudden, this offense is starting to move the ball. It's second and very short.
Got to get Matt McKay involved here. There he goes in motion. Brown will drop back. The pressure coming again, and it's caught, but wrestled down and nowhere to go. Maybe a yard on the reception, but not much as the Titans just swarmed all over that one.
Ryder Birdsley, I don't know what you had for breakfast, but please share your secret. He came to play tonight, Alex. Does a great job sniffing out the screen pass. They had McKay out in the flat. Decided to throw the screen anyways. I think they might have gotten a yard, but with under 30 seconds left, this is probably going to be the last play of the first quarter, and it's going to be a big one.
Huge third down play coming up here for the Alta Hawks. And they'll get the Hawks here on the false start. They'll go back on third down. Not what you want, Brian.
No, it's not. And I groaned up here just because I've done that before as an offensive lineman. You're so anxious and ready to go, and you just go a little early. And also, I jinxed it. I thought that was going to be the last play of the quarter. But we're going to get one more. Now 14 seconds left. It's 3rd and 6, but now things get much more difficult for the Hawks. And they're going to have to pull something out of the bag of tricks a little bit here.
After the false start, you're looking at a 3rd and 7, ball on the 24, 14 seconds left. Brown takes the snap, he'll drop back, gets it out quick, it's caught, trying to barrel through, but he's going to be stopped short. That's Tommy Nelson on the catch.
We talked about mental mistakes the beginning of the broadcast and how you really need to eliminate those as much as you can. If you're Alta, that penalty costs you a first down because it would have been enough previously. Now you're 4th and short. And your defense did a really good thing last time around. I just don't think you want to risk it and put them up against the end zone back-to-back plays. So they're likely going to punt this one away.
And so we've reached the end of the first quarter. It is the visiting Titans who are up 7-3 against the Alta Hawks. Don't go anywhere. Second half action when we return. Welcome back into the Rewind Sports Network on KSL Sports. Alta here will punt this one away. Jack McAllister boots this one away. after the muffed snap last time around. This time is able to get a good kick on it. Lands at the 40, and Max Rice and the Titans will have a chance to come back out.
Yeah, you could see how careful everything was on that play, as the snapper was very precise in trying to get the ball up. Callis are very precise in trying to get the kick down the field. Doesn't get much of a bounce, but at the very least, they're out of the shadow of their own end zone. And this is a defense for Alta that's picked up a little momentum. Now, we'll see how it translates, because Olympus was really starting to find a groove there the drive before.
Evans lined up in the backfield. Rice getting ready to take the snap. Two receivers lined up on each side. Rice, direct snap. He'll take it up the middle with the keeper, and he gets a huge amount of yards. 9 on the carry, so close to the first, but Max Rice using his legs here on first.
If you're watching at home and you're wondering why is that play working, it's a game of numbers. And when you use Jack Evans as the blocker, it simply outmans the Alta Hawks. And you can see Max Rice is shifty enough and athletic enough that he can find a crease, and there's just nobody there to tackle him. So Alta's going to have to do something, as we see somebody go down here about the 48-yard line.
Injury timeout on the field.
But and we hope everything's okay. That was kind of a weird situation where a player just went down.
In the second quarter.
We'll keep our eye on that one.
And so while the training staff here at Alta High School have to, and good to see him back on his feet, quickly back on his feet there. Looks like that's Bennett Coester coming over to the near sideline.
Yeah, good to see that he's okay. I'm not exactly sure if it was a cramp or what it was at this time of the year where it's been hot this week, but you still feel like it's fall. Sometimes the fluids aren't as intense, and sometimes you just need to take a breather. Who knows? But regardless, Alta's going to need to find something to adapt or adjust to, whether it's shading or personnel, to stop that QB run, because Olympus has found something that's really potent.
Second down coming up here for the Olympus Titans. Rice will take the snap. He'll hand it off to Evans, and this time Evans is going nowhere. Huge play for the Hawks on defense.
Jack Evans tackled immediately in the backfield.
Yeah, and you see the difference there when it's a handoff, right? Because you're just accounting for numbers, but also it was Khalifa Samaeli who did a great job of coming up from the linebacker position and making the tackle in the backfield, and that's a great stop for this Alta defense.
Big read there from Samaeli on second down. Rice on third. He gets it out quick with a catch. Enough for the first and wrestled down. That's that's going to be Tommy Nelson again with another huge catch on third down.
Yeah, Alta's got some great size at the wide receiver position. You got 21 Tommy Nelson, you got 31 Sam Nada, 6'3", 6'4", respectively. I guess
First down for the Titans.
reverse that. Sam is 6'3", Tommy 6'4". And Max Rice is able to get the ball out, and he threw a real dart. Darts only.
The senior receiver, a big target for the Titans. Here's another throw over the middle. It's caught, wrestled down, and a nice play on first.
Yeah, I love the confidence that Max Rice is starting to play with there, as he found number 18, Luke Campbell, on the slant. It's a big pickup on first down, and second and short now. It just puts so much pressure on the defense, and easy right now to go with a QB run or even a handoff, and you still have all your options on third down.
9:45 left to go in the second. This ball out to Evans. Evans pops it out to his right, dives forward and gets the first, but a late flag comes out.
Number 3.
And I believe this one's going to go against the Olympus offense.
Tackled by the Hawks.
Yeah, it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct.
There is a penalty marker on the field.
Offensive linemen love pancakes, Alex. And sometimes you get a little too aggressive with your pancake. We used to call it giving them a smoothie afterwards. And I think that's going to be the penalty here. But I just don't think the officials really understand how excited we are about a pancake on the offensive line. But again,
Against the Titans.
love and positivity.
Brian, you've been around longer than I have. Is there a rivalry to be talked about here between the Alta Hawks and the Olympus Titans?
You know, it's interesting you say that. I don't think traditionally there is, but the way this new region is set up where it's so many east side schools, I do think there is one that is starting to develop. You know, these are not opponents that traditionally had faced each other. Alta was at 6A for so long. One of the larger programs in the state, and we talked about that a little bit before, just the difference in the Hawks 10 years ago and then when Corner Canyon opened and now how the program is operating. But I do think that there is potential for a rivalry, and maybe this is the game tonight where it really starts to solidify that.
Rice will hand it off to Evans. Evans out to his left. This time has room and space. Cuts up and gets just enough. We'll see where the spot is, but that should be enough for the first, and it is. First down, Titans.
Yeah, Jack Evans is a fun runner, especially when it's the outside, and he's a big running back at 6'2", 180. You can see his ability to get to on those stretch zones. They're trying to get out wide. Does a great job of getting upfield very quickly. So, like an Aaron Roderick style system at BYU, that would be a perfect type of offense for Jack Evans at the next level.
3 lined up to the far side, gets it out quick to Nelson. Nelson immediately wrapped down. Good gain on first here for the Olympus Titans.
Yeah, he pays the price, and those slant routes are always a little difficult because you're going into traffic, and you see Nelson jump up immediately. Those kinds of dudes have different blood flowing through their veins, I'm sure of it.
The senior receiver making another big play for the Titans here on this drive. 3 receivers lined up at the far side for Olympus. Evans lined up in the backfield. Rice takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Evans. Evans up the middle, cuts, gets past 2, and then he's going to be met by a swarm of Hawks, but that's plenty for the first down.
It is so rare that you see an explosive play in the run game. It's even more rare that you see it up the middle. It's even rarer that you see it with multiple broken tackles, but that's what Jack Evans is. He's a rare player. Watch him just lower the shoulder and run through the player. That's a big-time play from a big-time player.
8 minutes left here in the second. 7-3, Olympus leads. Here comes Rice, who keeps. He goes up the middle and gets a good gain on first down.
And what's your thank you for a big play? Go out and block. And you see on that one, Alta's starting to get wise as Cole Albrecht figures out what he needs to do on that one. Can't see if they made an adjustment in terms of the technique that they're playing in or what, but he may just be doing a better job of squeezing that a little tighter.
Evans heads over to the sideline for a breather. We'll have Hughley here on second down, lined up alongside Rice. Hughley goes in motion. Rice with the snap. He drops back. The pressure coming. Cole Albrecht can't get him down. Rice escapes and is able to make ground up. It looked like they had him in the backfield, and he escapes.
I don't want to say it, but it looked like Rice was cooked, right? Cole Albrecht very, very good at getting to the quarterback, but when you try to get home like that, you got to finish the play. His body's just a little too contorted. Max Rice escapes, able to get a few extra yards.
We asked the people at home to keep track of how many cooked rice references we get in tonight's broadcast.
Sip your Dr. Peppers wisely.
It'll be third down, coming up here for the Titans. Ball on the 14-yard line. 6:44 left to go. Rice tries to get it out. It has to escape up the middle and met by a wall of Hawks. He's going nowhere. Huge defensive stop here for Alta on third down.
Yeah, and I believe that was Stanley from the nose guard position who led that.
After a very short game.
But a great job of the Alta Hawks staying home in that one, stuffing up the play. It looked like they were trying to do an RPO type action, but part of the problem was the offensive line was so far down the field. I think even if Max Rice had thrown the ball, it likely would have been an illegal man downfield, but great job by that Alta defense.
Asher Gubler comes out, tries another field goal. This one again can't put it on frame. It's no good. And the Alta Hawks again, Brian, coming up huge defensively, big third down stop, and are able to escape another good drive with no points.
Well, I tell you what, the Alta student section is really trying to make it into a rivalry. I think Olympus has always been so proud of their tailgate and everything that they do with the O section or O-Town. I know Olympus people are hating me right now for butchering this. I apologize. I just do the football, folks. I don't do the student sections. But the bigger play was that play by the Alta Hawks defense there. Standing tall. Didn't see if they really got a block on that one, but it did look like they at least forced Gubler into a different type of kick than what he's used to.
Tucker Brown coming out for another drive. Alta trying to take the lead here halfway through the second quarter. Handoff to Lonis. Lonis makes one miss, jukes another, and then is finally brought down. Good run here for Lonis on first down.
It is a good run, and you can see what he does well as a running back. He's not super shifty. He doesn't have a lot of that twitch or juice, but he's able to make defenders miss by using his hands, using his body, and just finding the hole and able to get 6-7 yards there. It just takes so much pressure off an offense when you can get into short yardage situations on second and third down.
Lonis, 44 carries on the year, 203 yards, 3 touchdowns. Here comes a quick throw out to the right. It looks like that's Burr Strong with the catch.
Quick pass by Tucker Brown to number 7.
Yeah, another junior, and we talk about big wide receivers. He's 6'2", able to stretch that frame out and pick up the first down. And this is really the best start to a drive that we've seen from Alta in a minute. Looks like they're trying to find a rhythm, and with only 5 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the half, if they could get some more points on the board, that would be a massive boost of momentum going into halftime.
For the Alta Hawks, they need to get Matt McKay involved. We haven't called his name too much so far tonight, Brian. Lonis goes in motion. And what a catch there. One-handed catch made by, I believe that was Matt McKay. And just as I call him out, he makes a spectacular catch.
Well, at least we got it figured out. I'm jinxing him, you're blessing him. You called out Matt McKay on that one. And what a play by Matt McKay. Unfortunately, I think this one's going to come back because there was a holding call. Saw that flag go into the middle of the the middle of the offensive line there, and that's going to push him back. I think the bigger thing here is, McKay made a highlight play regardless, but now they've got to figure something out. We haven't seen Alta really test things downfield very much, and I think Olympus is going to start tightening up on some of those sideline throws.
First and long coming up for the Alta Hawks after the penalty. Strong goes in motion. Brown takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Lonis. Lonis cuts out to his left, and he's going to be met immediately. Nowhere to go, as no gain here for the Hawks on first down.
Yeah, great job by that Titan defensive front. They did a really good job of just stuffing up the zone action. Didn't fall at all for the potential QB read. Knew it was a zone the whole time. And now Alta hoping to get a little bit of breathing room. Second and long here. There's just not a lot going on. And you kind of wonder if they don't have something in the playbook to get Tucker Brown out with his legs.
Matt McKay goes in motion on second down. 3 receivers line up to the far side. Brown drops back, looking for McKay, and it's Matt McKay with a huge catch on first. A late flag comes out.
What a great catch by Matt McKay. He's able to pluck it from the shoestrings, pick up the first down, and a huge shout out to Tucker Brown. He takes a big hit back there. I believe this is going to be a roughing the passer, and so that's going to be an extra 15 yards. We talked about momentum. It's starting to kick in here for the Alta Hawks, and for Tucker Brown right now, he's smarting. It hurts, but man, that's a real confidence booster.
Good catch over the middle from Tucker Brown. Matt McKay with another spectacular effort to bring in the catch. You add the penalty on top of that, and you have 1st and 10 now in Titan territory. The Hawks still trail it 7-3 with 3:35 left to go here in the second quarter. Brown will take the snap. He'll have to escape out to his right, guts it out over to the right, bobbles it, but brings it in before being pushed out of bounds. Huge catch by Breck Warren.
We haven't called Breck Warren's name tonight, but he does a great job of catching that one twice, bounced it off the shoulder pads first, and able to secure it and move the chains. And you love the energy right now from this Alta Hawks offense and defensively for the Titans. They need to get something going.
1st and 10 again after the catch from Warren. Brown will drop back. Gets it out quickly to Lonis. Lonis cuts inside and he's going to be brought down. Huge defensive play there from Nate Sheets to make sure Lahonis can't go anywhere.
Yeah, good job. And I believe it was Thomas Maunga from the end that put some pressure on Tucker Brown again. And he is taking some hits, but you can see the difference when you get a few completions, when you get some momentum plays. Those hits still hurt, but you want to stay in the fight because you're making progress. And you can see with Tucker Brown, he's just being a tough kid tonight. Able to find Lonis, and they pick up 3-4 yards, but still, it just keeps the drive moving.
It's been a good one tonight here so far at Alta High School. Alex Napolis, Brian Brown, thank you for joining us. Lonis will run this one up the middle. Gets maybe 4 on the gain, but it'll bring up 3rd down for the Hawks, and a big 3rd down as we reach the final seconds of this second quarter.
Yeah, about 2 minutes left here in the game, and I apologize to the folks at home. We don't have somebody to operate the clock, so we'll try and keep you up to date on that. But you're 3rd and 4 here from the 25-yard line, so you still are in decent field goal range, but you've got a plethora of options in terms of what you can do with the ball, and Alta's trying to get organized here, and they got about 12 seconds left on the play clock.
3rd down coming up for Alta. Brown lined up in the shotgun. It'll be Lonis alongside him in the backfield. The snap, drop back, the pressure coming. Lonis makes a big block, goes over the middle, and can't bring it in on 3rd down.
Well, that was him again. It was Lincoln Ames from around the edge. Beat the tackle, and Lonis did a good job of helping out and chipping on the protection, and bought Tucker Brown some time, just not able to connect with his receiver downfield. Nevertheless, I think that was a really positive drive for the Alta Hawks. If they can get 3 points here, that's a pretty substantial win.
Jack McAllister is 1 for 1 in this one. Made the first one earlier. The pink cleats coming back out onto the field. The kick is up, and it's blocked. The kick is blocked. Olympus recovers and wrestled down near the 40. The Titans deny the field goal from Jack McAllister.
Just a phenomenal job. I believe that was Beckham Birdsley coming off the edge. Able to get there, block the kick. Bit of a breakdown there up front for the Hawks. Is not sure he was supposed to come that free. And, man, to go that far, to come away with 0 points, it's a tough break for the Hawks. Nevertheless, they still have an opportunity with 1:29 left to put some pressure on this Olympus Titans defense. Maybe at least force a 3 and out, possibly even a turnover. Who knows? We'll see how aggressive Olympus wants to be here.
Special teams tonight making a difference, Brian, so far in this one. Here comes Rice, who jumps back. He'll go over the top looking for Tommy Nelson, and it falls incomplete on 1st down.
Yeah, nice job in coverage there. The ball was a little bit overthrown, but Riker Ellis was right there step for step with Nelson, and he does have that reach, but that's the difference between, being a quarterback that's had a lot of reps and Max Rice, who's starting for the first time. He's going to know how to layer that throw further down the road and then later on in the season. On that one, he's just trying to throw it to a spot as much as anything, and Nelson just not able to get there in time. Nice job by Riker.
Tommy Nelson has been huge here in the second quarter. We'll see if they go back to him on this drive. 3 lined up to the far side. Rice rolls out to his right, gets it off, and caught by Caden Lloyd.
Maxwell Price rolls right. Throws up the right-hand side.
Love that call to get Rice rolling out to the open field. You saw Cole Albrecht in hot pursuit there, but with the boot, he's got plenty of space. Allows him a little bit of extra juice on that throw and finds Caden Lloyd perfectly in stride for the 1st down.
Caden Lloyd has the lone touchdown tonight. 3 receivers lined up to the near side. Albrecht goes in motion, trying to disrupt on the Hawk defensive line. Out quickly to Ngata, and he's going to be brought down.
Number 31.
He's a nice tackle there by number 15, Bear Turner, from the defensive back position, and you can see the big size of those Olympus wide receivers, not intimidating the Alta Hawks defense at all. But really what they're trying to do is get Max Rice under pressure.
2nd down coming up for the Titans. Rice again goes in motion, or gets a snap, and he's going to be sacked. Nowhere to go. The Alta Hawks defense makes the play.
I don't know if you like chess, Alex. I don't know how to play chess, but I know that football is the ultimate chess match as you see the adjustments there in the calls. Just a great job. They're bringing the pressure from the edge. I believe it was Mahas who brought the pressure on that one. Just a great job of getting the sack. Man, I love watching well-coached teams go up against one another.
Good response for the Hawks here in the second quarter. They still trail at 7-3 with 45 seconds left. We'll see if either side is able to get some points before the break, Brian. But we are deadlocked in a fun defensive battle. It has been sack city here at Alta High School in this first half.
It's an exciting first half. Looks like we're going to have an epic performance at halftime for the band. I know it sounds weird, but Skyridge got me stoked last week. Bring out your bands, schools. We want to watch them. But before that, we got about 45 seconds left of football that we have to finish, Alex. But I'm excited for this next 45 seconds because 3rd and long for the Titans. This Alta defense feeling themselves after that last sack, but it was pressure from the wide side of the field that brought down Max Rice. What do the Hawks have in their bag this time to try and put pressure on the senior signal caller?
For the Titans, how do you respond after the sack? Well, here we go. Rice will take the snap. He rolls out to his right, gets it out quick, caught, and brought down enough for the first. See if we can get a number on who made that spectacular catch. That should be Luke Campbell.
Right sideline.
The clock is ticking, so Olympus is going to spike it here. Get that taken care of with 31 seconds left, but just a great job there. Great catch, great throw. I talked about it. You got to get pressure on Max Rice. They weren't able to do it on that one. Only brought 4. He was able to find someone out there. Just making a phone call, right? Just trying to find a homie. It's a great job of finding Luke Campbell out there, junior wide receiver.
Luke Campbell coming up big again for the Titans. 31 seconds left. Rice on first down. Will drop back. He's looking to go towards the end zone. Nelson is there. Caught by Campbell. And it's going to be a touchdown, Titans.
Wow. Right before the half, Max Rice throws up a bit of a prayer. But it didn't matter because he had 2 teammates down there. Luke Campbell said, "That's mine. These are my plums." And those plums turned into 6. And the Titans go ahead 13-3 with 25 seconds left pending the PAT.
Gubler comes out. The senior kicker with a chance here to make it 14. The snap, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Olympus Titans lead it 14-3 with 25 seconds left to go in the first half, Brian. Talk about Luke Campbell, the junior receiver, makes the huge catch to get the first down, and then immediately next play finds himself all alone in the end zone with just Tommy Nelson there on that end. They get the touchdown, and they lead it 14-3.
Well, sometimes it just comes down to 3 simple words, Alex. Do your job. Luke Campbell did just that. He ran the route, was in position, saw Nelson trying to drift a little bit for it, but Luke Campbell knew right where he needed to go. And Max Rice throws a great ball under duress, but he's got plenty of help down there. You know, even if that ball had gotten intercepted, it's still not that bad of a throw, right? You're taking a shot, and the immediate flip of momentum from Campbell as he just reeled that in and zipped into the end zone just has completely changed the pace and the energy of this game.
25 seconds left. You got 2 timeouts left. What do you do, Brian?
Well, it'll depend a lot on this return as we see kind of a squibber there, but doesn't take much of a bounce. Alta gets a decent return back to the 20-yard line, but I think for the Hawks, like I said, we haven't seen Tucker Brown really throw a lot downfield. This one, it may just be better to hand the ball off with 19 seconds left, or maybe try and throw something to the sideline, a little simple pass, but you just don't want to do any more damage at this point. You're 14-3. You've showed some positive momentum. You've done a good job of moving the ball for the most part. It's just they haven't been able to finish drives, whether it was the block kick or the muffed, the missed snap, the bumbled snap, fumbled snap, bobbled snap.
Brown says Lone is in motion. He drops back. The pressure's coming, steps up, and who else is there but Lincoln Ames, the sack for the Titans, and that should just about do it here for the first half.
Yeah, and it looks like there is an Alta player down in the backfield too, and Brown comes up a little bit gimpy, but I'm be Mr. Brightside a little bit here on that one. I loved what I saw from Tucker Brown and how he handled himself in the pocket. He's starting to play with more confidence, and he's feeling that one from Lincoln Ames, and that was a big sack. But get in the locker room, get feeling a little bit better, rub some dirt on it, whatever the magic spray is in there that the trainers always seem to have. He's starting to grow more and more confident. I love to see that. So I hope that for this second half he comes out and he's able to continue to build on that confidence.
And now the claps from the student section and the parents here at Alta High School begin to pour. Looks like Justin Hopkins walking off over here to the near sideline for the Alta Hawks. Good to see him back on his feet, but he's gingerly walking over to the sideline.
Yeah, it didn't look too promising when he was on the ground. You can see him trying to slowly walk off right now, and it's very painful. So we'll monitor that situation as best we can. We don't have the luxury of having a sideline reporter. We're up here on top of the booth, so we don't necessarily get to go down in the locker rooms at halftime and get all the information. But for the Alta Hawks, quite a finish to this half after you saw so much positive there in the middle towards the end of the second quarter.
Following the injury timeout, the Alta Hawks decide to use one of their final timeouts. And we'll have a second and long play coming up with just 3 seconds left to go on the clock. The Alta Hawks, Tucker Brown, what do they have up their sleeves here on second and long?
Well, it looks like somebody, so was it Alta that took the timeout or was it Olympus? I can't really tell what the final delineation of that one was, but they're both going to sit on the sidelines here and talk this one over a little bit. And really for the Hawks, 3 seconds left. There's not really a whole lot in the playbook for an 80-yard play. Maybe you look for a hook and ladder or just try to get a completion, or maybe you just run the ball here trying to catch Olympus off guard and maybe create something. But I think the biggest thing is that things started to get a little loose there for the Hawks. This is more a moment where you can get some emotions, get those guys to play where they're calm, and they can get those bad vibes out of them. I know I talk about vibes a lot, but I really do believe it's a part of football. Your energy, your body language, all that kind of stuff, your attitude.
Absolutely. So here we go. Second down coming up. Second and long on their own 15-yard line. We'll see what the Hawks have up their sleeves with just 3 ticks left on the clock. Running back goes in motion. Out quickly to the receiver. Hook now to Lonis. Lonis up the sideline. Tries to tiptoe. Pushed out of bounds. And there's zeros on the clock. And so that's going to do it. We've reached the end of the first half. The Olympus Titans are up 14-3. Brian, talk to me before we head to the break. If you're the Hawks, you talked about it a little bit, but what do you have to do in that second half to get back up here at home?
Get some composure. Keep your composure here. We saw Matt McKay at the very end after that play say, hey, let's get in the locker room. Let's get back together. It wasn't that bad of a half for them, all things considered. Now, the scoreboard says 14-3, but it was basically 2 explosive plays that Olympus was able to score on. In the meantime, the defense held them for the most part, and we've seen some great plays on special teams. So for the Hawks, let's get in the locker room, take a deep breath, come out. It's a fresh game. Have some composure. You can play with these guys.
It's the Olympus Titans 14, the Alta Hawks 3. As we head to the break, we're going to take a quick step away here on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Don't go anywhere. Second half action when we return, and also the band will be performing at halftime. We'll have that up for you guys to watch here on the screen. Don't go anywhere. More action when we return. Welcome back into the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Alex Napolis, Brian Brown. We start the third quarter with a little return there for the Alta Hawks, but it's the Alta Hawks who trail 13-14 here. Second half about to start. Crazy stuff going on over here at halftime, Brian. We had the Milk Chug Challenge.
Yeah, tremendous performance by the band at halftime, and then I don't know if that's a homecoming tradition or if it's just a marketing team for the school type thing, but the Milk Chug here at the 40-yard line on the home side, that was intense. Just another reason why you need to get out and watch a high school football game every now and then while streaming Rewind at the game as well.
You never know what you're going to find. And tonight we find a milk chugging challenge here at Alta High School, an entire gallon. Kudos to the 4 kids who participated.
And I tell you what else, Tucker Brown is finding his go-to guy in Matt McKay early on as he completes a pass there on first down. And we've got 2nd and 6, Alex. I'm still trying to recover from the milk chug. It's going to be a minute.
Brown will take the snap. And a bobble snap, he just has to jump on it, make sure that no Titan can get to it, and the Alta Hawks will go backwards on 2nd down.
Talked about it at the start of the broadcast, but for this young Hawks team, it's about a minute eliminating those mental mistakes. And we've seen it every single time they've gotten in a good position or had a good start, there's been either a false start or you let the field goal get blocked, or on that one you bobble a snap. We saw him bobble a snap earlier, and I don't want to distract too much from the game going on, but the student section is doing some kind of wave thing right now. And if I'd been drinking all that milk, it would be coming up again.
Tucker Brown sends Lonis in motion. Empty backfield, drops back, steps up in the pocket, gets it out, laser out to Morton, and Morton brings it in. And almost enough for the first, but he's going to be stopped short.
Yeah, and they really just haven't been able to find Morton enough space to really utilize his speed. But what I loved about that play was Tucker Brown moving in the pocket, stepping up, finding a receiver, and throwing with authority. It's clear he's starting to take ownership of this position this game. I really like what I'm starting to see from him. They're going to go for it here on 4th down, Alex.
4th down, deep in their own territory, early in the 3rd quarter, and the Hawks are going for it. The offense stays on the field. Brown with the hard count, trying to get them to jump. Brown will now take the snap. He'll drop back, gets it out quick, caught and dropped. So close, intended for Warren, but Warren can't bring it in. It's a turnover on downs, and the Titans shutting up shop inside Hawk territory.
Oh, they had it, Alex. Just a great job. Tucker Brown finding a receiver, threading the needle in there. Just not able to hold on to that one. I like the call. I like the aggressiveness. I like the belief. Everything was there except for the most important part. You just got to execute the catch. I know a lot of people at home would say, why do you make that call? Because it almost worked. Sometimes we forget it. When it works, it's great.
It was into the hands of Warren and out. Warren is going to want that one back, but here come the Titans as Rice boots this one out. It's Hugler with the run, and he goes out to his left, gets 3 on the gain, bringing up 2nd down for the Olympus Titans.
And nice job there by number 20, Kason Torre, coming down from his outside position, almost like a safety where he's playing up there, make the tackle. And I like the aggression and the response from the Alta Hawks defense. It's a sudden change of sorts. It's turnover on downs. You got to get out there. You got to buckle up your chin strap and go to work, and they did just that on that first play.
Still no Jack Evans. It'll be Nate Hughley line up in the backfield. Rice will keep run up the middle, and he's going to be immediately met by a swarm of Hawks. Nowhere to go. Gets 1 on the gain.
Well, we've shouted out number 5, Kalipa Samaeli, a couple different times tonight. You can see on that play he does a great job of taking on the block, keeping it in the hole, and shedding it at the right time to make the tackle. And what was such a potent play for Olympus didn't go for as many yards. Interesting situation. We still don't see Jack Evans. I wonder if he got dinged up a little bit in that first half.
Hughley out in the backfields. Rice takes a snap, going over the middle. Caught, brought in by Lloyd, and Lloyd tumbles through, gets the first and more. The Titans now inside the 20.
Caden Lloyd is so much fun to watch because he just does a great job of finding the holes in the defense. You see Alta going with a bit of a soft zone, and he's able to find the right place to sit down there, and Max Rice throws a good enough ball to get it in there.
It'll bring up first down for the Olympus Titans. Ball on the 15-yard line. As Rice will take the snap. He'll leave it for Hughley. Hughley run up the middle, and he's going to be met by a wall. Chugs for a couple extra yards, and then brought down by the Hawks.
So much about the running back position is just about the effort, right? The development of just keeping your legs going and keeping the fight going. You pick up those extra yards, and it just gives you so much momentum and energy for the next play. And great job there by Hughley to get almost 5 yards.
2nd and 6, ball on the 11-yard line. Rice will take the snap. He'll drop back. The pressure's coming. Out to his left. He has to escape. Just gets rid of it, and it is incomplete. It looked like it was intercepted for a second there, but the ball is jarred free, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, it looked like it was Mason Taola coming from the backside to chase him down, and Max Rice is lucky that they didn't turn that one over there. It's one of those ones that when they watch film next week, they're going to point at this and say, just throw the ball away, right? You've had so much success tonight. Don't get too greedy. But you start feeling yourself and you think you can make all the throws. Olympus is lucky that they were able to maintain possession.
3rd down for the Titans. Handoff up the middle, and he's going to be wrestled down. I believe that's Nate Hughley again, as he is down after the run.
And not enough for the first down, and I think, on that one, Coach Burton's staff thinking, okay, we dodged a disaster with that. Let's just go with the sure thing, get the field goal, run the ball here. And this one should be a pretty good angle for the kicker as he's kicking left foot, left hash.
The senior kicker, Gubler, out for the field goal. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Titans able to add 3 to their lead. Brian, we'll take a quick step away here on the Rewind Sports Network. After the field goal attempt from Ashton Gubler is good, the Olympus Titans extend the lead 17-3, 6:43 left to go here. Brian, despite coming up with fabulous field position, the Titans once again can't make it into the end zone. Great defensive effort from Alta.
Yeah, and really, if they don't go for it on 4th down there, maybe they don't get any points. It was a tremendous, that's really been the story of the defense tonight. Outside of 2 explosive plays, Olympus hasn't really been able to drive the ball down the field and finish a drive with a touchdown. And they've gotten a field goal out of it and missed another one as we see a penalty flag come out. But for this Alta Hawk defense, that's a good performance against a good offense. You've done a relatively good job. Now it's just up to your offense to do the same and have some belief, have some confidence in yourself.
And so, after the flags, it will go back. It is against the Alta Hawks, and so the Alta Hawks will get the drive started on their own 10-yard line, backed up against their own end zone. Here on 1st down, Brown takes the snap. He'll runs up the middle, and he's going nowhere. Met by the Titans, and he'll go down for a loss.
Yeah, defense was prepared for that one. And you see the keeper, and just not a lot of space there in the interior. And Tucker Brown, not exactly a power runner in there either. Tries to avoid a tackler, but not able to do so. And going to lose about 2 yards on that one.
2nd and 11. They need 11. Ball on the 9. Brown will drop back, gets it out quick, caught by Warren on the inside slant route, and he's brought down after a good gain.
We talked a lot about Matt McKay on the broadcast, and I don't know if you can see it as much from the on the camera on the screen. But Matt McKay ran almost a decoy route. He's running a deep slant that allows Warren to come underneath, catch that ball. Something to monitor. We talk about Matt McKay's ability, and defenses are certainly aware of it, but they're also able to move the ball because of him, even when he doesn't touch the ball.
Lonis line up in the backfield. A big third down coming up here for the Hawks. Brown will take the snap. He drops back. The pressure coming. Gets it out quick. And it looks like that one will fall incomplete. Hits the turf. Intended for, I believe that's
Morton, I think.
Number 3, Evan Morton.
Morton.
That'll bring a 4th down for the Hawks.
And that's one of those evolution of route running where we call it a sticks route, where you need to get past the sticks. And so even though Evan Morton wasn't able to reel it in, it would have been short of the first down anyways. And at that point, you just can't go for it on back-to-back drives deep in your own territory on 4th down.
McAllister out to punt it away, and McAllister is drilled. The flag comes out. It's a short punt as he was taken down. This one should be coming back for Alta. A huge hit on Jack McAllister.
I'm groaning because I know Gordon Gecko said that greed was good, but in the game of football, you got to take what you're given a lot of times, and Olympus just trying to get greedy there. You want to get the block and get the recovery in the end zone, and now you're going to give the ball back to Alta, and I think that's the big difference. One of the big differences we see watching high school versus college and the pros. High school kids they want to make those plays so badly. They're just not used to what the timing of it is yet. On that one, you see the roughing the kicker penalty, and for the Hawks, if you're looking for a break, that might be the one right now.
It was 4th down. The penalty will extend the drive for the Hawks. 1st down on the 30-yard line. After McAllister gets the roughing the kicker call, and we're going to have a false start.
Penalty marker on the play. That's a false start against the Hawks.
Yeah, the good news is that Justin Hopkins is back out there after we saw him walk gingerly off the field. The bad news, he was the one who false started, but we're more happy that he's back out there and able to go here in the second half. We'll figure out the snap count on the next play.
Empty backfield for Alta now on 1st and long as Brown with 3 receivers lined up to the near side. Brown will drop back. The pressure's coming. Gets it out quick. Bobbled over the middle. And another flag coming out late. I think this one is going against the Titans.
Yeah, this one is going to be a roughing the passer play again. And I think it was just the player went high on Brown, and he's a shorter quarterback there. Sometimes when you get home, it's really hard to sink those hips and get low on the tackle. Regardless, looking for Matt McKay on that one, and the defender was trying to give him a hug.
Ball's incomplete. Penalty marker on the field. Got a timeout on the field as well.
Looks like some confusion here with the officials, as we see a player down here on the Alta side of the field. That's Tucker Brown. They're checking him out after that hit. And for the Hawks, this would be a tremendous loss. Obviously, our focus is on him, his well-being and health. But if he's not able to go, that's a big loss for this Alta Hawks offense.
And while the training staff here at Alta High School are on the field taking a look at Tucker Brown, we'll take a step away here on the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back into the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Alex Napolis, Brian Brown. Tucker Brown, the quarterback for the Alta Hawks, able to walk off to the sideline. Good to see him back on his feet. Logan Moon coming in for the handoff. The penalty ended up going against the Alta Hawks, so the Hawks even longer on 1st down, and that one just a run up the middle.
Yeah, and it does look like Tucker Brown coming back into the game. Didn't quite see what happened, but it looked like it was a shoulder situation. He was over here on the sideline during that play trying to loosen it up, shaking his arm out. Does look like he's going to fight through this, and really proud of that young man to show some grit and toughness. But the hard part about it, Alex, we thought it was going to be roughing the passer. It was actually a holding penalty. Puts Alta into a deep hole.
2nd and 23, ball on the 17-yard line. Here comes Brown as he steps back. The pressure coming again. Gets it over the middle. Almost intercepted, but it falls incomplete. And we'll have 3rd down coming up for the Alta Hawks.
Yeah, Matt McKay playing a little defense on that one as the ball is just a little underthrown, and he's able to get it away from the defender. But you can see Tucker Brown wants to make something happen right now. Again, we talked about the confidence that he was starting to gain there. And you're going to see what they do here. Boy, I didn't even see that penalty. So that was on the far side of the field. An illegal procedure that usually means not enough guys on the line of scrimmage. So just this drive is turning into a rough one for the Hawks.
The penalty was declined, and so they'll take the down away, go to third down, and now the Hawks still here on 3rd and 23. They need a big play to get the first. Brown out to his right. Another flag comes flying out. Lonis pushed out of bounds. And we'll see what this call is, Brian.
Yeah, just based on the location of it, I think we're going to get another procedure call here. I don't know if it's that somebody's leaving early or they're not lining up on the line of scrimmage properly, but you've seen some frustration there from the Hawks players.
Penalty marker on the field.
Illegal shift is the official call there.
Shift called against the Hawks.
And that one's going to be declined, and it's going to lead to 4th and very long now for the Hawks. And what started out as such a great break in terms of getting the roughing the punter penalty ended up falling apart for the Hawks here. And with 4:14 left, Alex, it has really taken the energy out of this game.
Jack McAllister back onto the field. He'll come out to punt it away. The pink cleats, the left-footed punt, and the ball is booted away. Takes a bounce at the 40. Will roll back to the 30. He's going to try to return it and does. Shifts out to his right. Gets back to the 35. A flag comes in behind. He's past the 50. He might take it. The sideline pushed out of bounds. A huge return for the Titans, but it's coming back.
One taken by Titan number 10,
James Schlendorf, he's a stud. Did a great job on defense from last year. You can see the speed and the shiftiness from him. But, man, the whole time I'm thinking in my head, don't field it, don't field it. And that kid is a lot braver than I am. Does a great job of picking it up and stretching it to the outside. The unfortunate part, it is a penalty, so this one's going to come back. However, great job by James Schlendorf on that one. It's one of those things that when coaches watch the film, they try to make a point of emphasis like, hey, this is the other 10 guys got to do their job. You did a great job. You almost turned a big punt into a big return.
If you have lost a credit.
And we will have the Olympus Titans taking the field once more. Max Rice and this offense back out. 3 receivers lined up to the near side for the Titans as they lead it 17-3 with 3:49 left to go in the third. Rice gets it out quick. Looking over the top for Campbell and can't connect.
And even if he was able to get the ball on target, there were defenders waiting right there for him. Rice put a lot of mustard on that ball.
Defended by the Hawks, number 8, Matt McKay.
Just interesting call there coming out of the this is the first time really the Olympus has had the ball in the first half. Well, shouldn't say second time. Trying to get the offense going.
Rice will hand it off to Hugler. Hugler out in the backfield again. Nate Hugler, the junior running back, with maybe 2 on the gain. It'll be third down for the Titans.
Yeah, and
Left-hand side.
I think that's why I'm curious about the call there on first down. That's usually a money down where you're going to throw something that you know you're going to get some yards. Now you're in 3rd and long, and I tell you what, this Alta Hawks defense has done a good job on 3rd downs. It looks like they aren't going to bring any pressure here and just drop into a zone. We'll see how Max Rice handles that. He's done a good job all game.
Rice drops back, gets it out quick. Caught by Nelson, turns and gets the first down. Huge catch by Tommy Nelson.
Number 21.
And that's the danger of just rushing 3 or 4. And I know if you're the Hawks, you're trying to keep everything in front of you on 3rd and long there, but there's just too many holes. And the bigger thing is there's just some really big targets out there for Max Rice, and he has been phenomenal tonight at finding those guys. Very accurate.
It'll be first down and 10. Hand off to Hugler. Hugler runs it up the middle. He bounces out to his left, makes another guy miss, and then finally wrestled down. Good 5-yard gain here for Hugler on first.
I can't remember. One game earlier this year, we saw a running back, I think it might have been Diesel Hunter last week against Skyridge, where he kept going. Well, maybe it wasn't, but regardless, great job there. Keeping the feet moving, keep driving, able to get 5 yards out of it.
There's also Lucas Patterson at Farmington. Same play where they kind of bounces off the defender.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
There you go.
Nate Hughley didn't take it for 6, but
6 on the play.
he still got him 5 yards on first down. And guess what? It leads to another 5 on second and a fresh set of downs here for Olympus.
5 plus 5 plus 5. It's enough for first downs and more. Here we go as Hughley again will take the snap, or excuse me, take the handoff, and he's going to be met by a swarm of Hawks.
And they're able to get some yards here as a flag comes out, and this is a late flag. I'm not sure what's going on down there, but there's a lot of confusion up front for Olympus right now. I wasn't quite sure what happened there on the run play. That's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct against Alta. Boy, that's a really tough penalty to swallow.
You get him down for a short gain on the down, and then the late flag comes in, unsportsmanlike, and now the Olympus Titans with first down deep in Hawk territory.
After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 10 from the Hawks' 31-yard line for the Titans. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter.
17-3, 2 minutes left to go. The Titans lead it. Rice takes the snap, gets it out quickly to Anata. And he's going to be wrestled down. Good catch there as the Titans with a nice gain on first down.
And you can see why Utah offered him right there, right? The athleticism at 6'3" to make a defender miss. You know, the defender's trying to break down, and he still gets 6-7 yards on that one. Nice catch reception there by Nada.
Taken quickly, trying to look back in the direction of over the middle, and another flag coming out as Luke Campbell is wrestled to the ground.
Pass intended for the Titans.
This is where it starts to get hard for a football team, especially a young team like the Hawks, where it feels like every penalty is going against you. And for the most part, this last little bit, they have. It's all about regaining composure right now and trying to stop this Olympus Titans drive.
The pass interference will set them up inside the 20. And now Olympus with a chance to extend the lead. Hughley run up the middle. Nate Hughley breaks through and wrestled down at the 3-yard line.
What a great run by Nate Hughley. He talked about it, he's just fought continually to get those 5- and 6-yard chunks. Now as the defensive tires out.
Olympus goes quick. Hughley up the middle, breaks out to his right, and Nate Hughley takes it in. Touchdown Titans.
Well, he'd been doing the work all drive long. Got the big burst, and by that point, it was easy pickings for Nate Hughley as he comes up huge for the Titans with the touchdown run.
Olympus able to extend the lead 23-3, pending the PAT. Nate Hughley on the board with the touchdown. Gubler out, and Brian will have another flag.
Penalty marker on the field. Got an encroachment call.
I feel like maybe the officials want me to go down there and give them a hug. I've been working hard all game, just wanting to get some recognition, show them some love and positivity. That was offsides on the Hawks. I think that extra yard may or may not help here. We'll see.
Ashton Gubler with the PAT will kick it up. Kick is up. Kick is very good. And the Olympus Titans make it 24-3. Brian, a quick timeout. We'll be back here on the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back into the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Alex Napolis, Brian Brown. Give a big shout out to Vince Francis on the camera for us tonight here at Alta High School. Or Bill Francis. I said Vince. Oh my gosh, I'm the worst. 1:05 left to go with 24-3. The Titans lead it. I need to go home.
We all just need a hug, some love and positivity right now.
Yeah. That ball booted. Huge sky kick, lands about the 10. It's going to be returned by the Hawks. Gets a decent return as he's wrestled out of bounds and out. A good return from Brock Russell, but more flags come out.
Yeah, nice job by Brock Russell there. If he'd had just a little bit more help, he may have still been running down the field, but I'm curious to see. We got an
illegal shot block called against the Titans.
That's an interesting call. don't see a lot of chop blocks called against the defense. Now, it is a legitimate penalty. I don't want to try and infer anything there. Just saying you don't see that a lot, and you definitely don't see it called a lot on kickoffs. So very fortuitous for the Hawks. We'll see what they can do with good field position here at the 45 with under a minute to play here in the third quarter.
1st and 10 coming up for Alta with 57 seconds left on the clock. A huge opportunity for Alta to try to cut into this lead. Some confusion still here on the sideline and
they're trying to figure out the ball situation, and I thought that there was an Alta Hawks assistant that had already run the ball out there as they switched it out, but I think the official was trying to clarify, so we'll start play now finally.
Brown will take the snap. He'll hand it off to Lonis. Lonis bounces out to his left, is able to power through to keep churning those feet, get 3 yards on the gain on 1st down.
And it was a miraculous 3 yards, as it was like coming from Sparta, that Titans defense, and just defender after defender after defender. And Lonis did everything he could to get those 3 yards. Broke about 10 tackles, it felt like. That is an exaggeration, I'm sorry.
2nd and 7 coming up on the 48, 24 seconds left. The clock is winding down here on this third quarter. The Hawks need something on this drive. Out quickly, Brown gets it out, caught by Morton, and Morton will go down after a 2-yard gain.
And on that one, Tucker Brown just rushed his throw a little bit, and again, talk about young quarterback development, right? And you're out here getting reps, you're learning on the fly. It's one of those ones where they'll break it down in film later on and say, hey, just take that extra beat to set your feet, deliver a strike, because if he had, Morton had so much room to operate, and what could have been a big play ends up being now 3rd and 5 as the quarter expires.
And that's going to do it for us here in the third quarter. The Alta Hawks trail 24-3 against the Olympus Titans. Don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter action when we return. Welcome back into the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Alex Napolis, Brian Brown. We start the fourth quarter. The Olympus Titans lead at 24-3 against the Alta Hawks. The Titans looking to improve to 3-1 in region play. Out quickly, Morton can't bring it in, and it falls incomplete on 3rd down.
Boy, Evan Morton has been limited all game long. We talked about it. He's a 100-meter dash champion. He has elite speed, but just not able to reel that one in. And you can see him pressing so hard to try and break one of these. It looks like Alta might go for it on this. And, you know, with a quarter to play down 21, I like the call. Show some aggression.
4th down, a huge 4th down coming up here for Alta. They need something on this drive to keep this one within reach. Brown drops back, gets it out quick, caught, and it goes out of bounds. Who else but Matt McKay?
And who else right there trailing him in coverage but Ryder Birdsley. Those two, and I tell you what, you talk about rivalries, there's a lot of respect in that rivalry. Right? They're two great players going at it, and it's just an example of how good the football is at this level, Alex, in the state of Utah.
Receivers go in motion on 1st down. Brown will take the snap. He'll drop back. Out quickly, caught, and Morton somehow ends up back with it. He catches it, makes the move, the ball comes out, and somehow the turf rewards him by bouncing it right back to him.
I think the phrase is fortune favors the bold. Alta goes for it on 4th down. They get a fortunate bounce as it goes back into Morton's hands. Right now, the Hawks are starting to get something going as they're inside the 40-yard line.
2nd down, ball on the 38-yard line. Brown will take the snap. Out quickly to Warren. Warren brings it in, past the sticks, gets the first, and brought down.
Boy, I tell you what, we talked about the growth of Tucker Brown throughout the course of this game. And you're seeing it right now. He's taking ownership of this offense. They're going no huddle. He's stepping in. He's making good throws. The offensive line's protecting him pretty well. And in a game that hasn't had a lot of energy, he's starting to inject some life into this one.
1st down, ball on the 32-yard line. Brown again with the snap. This time a handoff to Lonis. Lonis with a spin, gets past 2, and then is wrestled down. Huge gain on first for Lonis.
These are the kind of drives where offensive coordinators look like geniuses because you start to find a rhythm, and it's a great job by Alta there as they're going pass, 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 and then throwing the run, and Lonis able to pick up a good 6-yard gain on that one.
Second down coming up for the Hawks. McKay goes in motion. Out quickly to Matt McKay. Gets past 1 and can't sneak past as he's brought down by the tip of his toes.
And I want to say that was Schlendorf on the tackle there. I'm not quite sure. No.
Pick up a yard.
It was Adam Bywater. Tell you what, Adam Bywater, Jr., 6'3", 205. Bywater family, I'm sure local football fans know that name well. But he is a young man with a ton of potential.
Third down coming up. Another big third down here for the Alta Hawks in the fourth quarter. 9:40 left to go. Brown will take the snap. Handoff to Lonis. Lonis nowhere to go as he's met by a sea of Titans.
Boy, he does get about 2 yards on that one, and it was just from sheer guts and effort. As you said it, Alex, he was stopped with nowhere to go. Finds a way to lunge forward and get up an extra yard, and now it looks like it's fourth and 3, 4th and 4 there from the 25-yard line. And Alta's going to go for it again. With 9 minutes left, you do have a good thing going. Have to wonder if it isn't going to Matt McKay, though.
Huge fourth down play for the Alta Hawks. Receivers in motion. McKay, Morton, and Strong all lined up to the near side. Out quickly to Morton. Morton makes the catch. Tries to spin away. Enough to move the sticks, and the drive continues for Alta.
And Alta's found something good with this shift action that they got. We're going into a tight bunch there, and there's just so much misdirection that Olympus is having a hard time picking up which defender needs to cover which guy. And you see Evan Morton. We talked about the speedsters. We're going to get a whistle here for something. I don't know what's going on. Well, I'll let the officials do their job. But Evan Morton, we talk about him being a speedster. He's starting to become a bit of what I call a cultivating receiver. Some people might call him a possession, but he's just getting those 5-6 yard chunks and helping to move the offense. That's a great development for this Alta Hawks team. And 2 for 2 on fourth down conversions this drive. That's huge.
1st and 10, ball on the 18 for the Alta Hawks. Low snap, Brown's able to collect. Gets it out quick, caught and wrestled down. Believe that's Birdley on the challenge. Yes, it is, as Matt McKay with the catch.
As a reference for most of the kids out there watching that, they won't know this is like Apollo Creed and Rocky Balboa right now, going pound for pound against each other with Birdley and McKay. That's a tackle that normally Matt McKay breaks, and Birdley able to bring him down. Now 2nd and 5, it looks like.
Which one's which?
Doesn't matter. We're all winning in this one.
Brown goes to the end zone, caught by Strong, and it's a touchdown. Hawks, they pull one back.
We ask which one is which, Alex. It looks like Alta is the Balboa in this one. So they're fighting their way back in here. We're seeing some officials confer down here, but I think this one's going to stand. That was a great reception by Bear Strong as Bear Turner. As he's able to reel that one in for 6.
Attempting the extra point for the Hawks.
Touchdown,
Jack McAllister.
Alta.
And correction, it was Bear Strong, and Bear was strong on that one. What a great catch, great throw from Tucker Brown.
McAllister, the kick is up, the kick is good. Jack McAllister puts it through the uprights, and all of a sudden, Brian, we have a game. It's 24-10.
Well, you talk about fighting through adversity, and Coach Blake Burdett has been full of energy all night long. He's been pacing that sideline, much like his former college football coach, Urban Meyer, just with an intensity. But this is a man that's had success at all levels, Alex. Played at the University of Utah, was a national rugby champion, was a star. I don't know how many people know this, but he actually went to Olympus High School. He was a star for the Titans. So this one has to mean a lot to him, and able to get his boys back in the fight.
Caden Lloyd.
Showing some grit and toughness there as they're starting to claw their way back into this.
James Schlundorf.
It's Jack McAllister for the Alta Hawks to boot this one away. The touchdown again, making it 24-10. McAllister puts all of that left foot through it, through the back of the end zone and out. A touchback, and it's time for the Olympus Titans to come back out onto the field. The Alta Hawks need to come up with a defensive stop.
And you can see this Hawks defense coming out there with some energy now. They are feeling that last drive, and it took a lot of time off the clock, but I think the bigger thing was it gave this Hawks team some belief, and now for Olympus, it may be time for a heavy dose of Nate Hughley.
Hughley line up in the backfield. It'll be Max Rice. Gets it out quick. Campbell bobbles, and it falls incomplete.
But Campbell has been so reliable all game. Surprised to see him drop that one. And on first down, you don't mind a little swing pass out there. The only downside is it does stop the clock, but with 7:41 left, still not quite a huge deal. It's almost like a running play in essence.
Second down coming up for the Titans. Rice will drop back, gets it out to Lloyd. Caden Lloyd trying to make a move to the stick, and he's going to be wrestled down. Nice gain for Lloyd on second, but it will bring up third down for the Titans.
Yeah, a nice tackle there by Nito Fanua, the sophomore out there at defensive back, and a good job of wrapping up, going low, able to bring down Caden Lloyd. Otherwise, he would have had a substantial gain.
Third down and 4. They need 4. Ball on the 26. Time running down with 7 minutes left on the clock. Rice to Hughley. Hughley cuts inside, gets past the sticks. A first down and an opportunity to watch that clock tick, tick, tick away.
Just a great call there as we see an Alta Hawks player slow to get up. But you run the counter, you got the power lead block there, and Hughley just rumbles down for the first down, and looked like it was almost a 10-yard gain on that one. Great pickup by the Titans there.
And unfortunately, after the play, there is an Alta Hawk down. And so while the training staff runs onto the field to take a look, we'll take... Oh, it looks like everybody...
It looks like it's number 39, Nito Fanua, who's gingerly coming off the field there, but we're going to get back to the action now.
Quickly, back to the line of scrimmage. It's the Titans. Rice lined up with Hughley again in the backfield. Ball on the 36. Clock again will tick away. Play clock at 10, at 9, at 8. And here we go. The Titans waiting for the snap. They get it. Rise to Hughley. Hughley up the middle. Bounces out to his left. Escapes and can't get upfield. But a good effort from Hughley to escape from the initial challenge.
Yeah, you see Olympus trying to milk that clock as much as possible. They're going to take it down with every snap, the full 40 seconds. But Hughley able to absorb some big-time contact on that one. Keeps it going. Bounces to the outside. Only picks up a yard. Man, he made every single Alta defender work on that one.
Second down, ball on the 9-yard line. Third. Quickly out to Campbell. Campbell will just be pushed out of bounds. Good gain here on 3 yards on the gain, and it'll be third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Campbell goes out of bounds, and so he stops the clock, and that's going to leave about 6 minutes there for the Hawks. If they can get a stop here, that gives them a good solid 4 minutes still and a potential 2 possessions. That would be enough to get back into this one.
Massive third down coming up for Olympus. Rice and the offense getting the play from the far sideline. Hughley lined up in the backfield. 3 receivers lined up to the far side. Third down. Rice steps back, steps up, escapes out to his left. See if he'll try to get to the sticks. Finds the corner. First down for the Olympus Titans.
Max Rice. What a play. I'm not even going to make any cooking jokes anymore because he just went up and said, "I'm him." Sprints to the side of the field, slides down, picks up the first down, and for the Alta Hawks, that's one more conversion that they just didn't need.
Huge props on the awareness to see that open green grass over there to the far side and just get the first down for your Olympus. Handoff keeper here from Rice, and he's going nowhere. Absolutely met in the backfield, and it's going down as a loss.
Yeah, it's going to be about a 5 or 6 yard loss here, and it looks like there may have been, I don't want to say some miscommunication, but an interesting call there. And Max Rice does a good job previous play getting outside, and maybe you just want to keep the ball in the hands of your quarterback, your most reliable player in that regard. But for the Hawks, that's a good stop, but the clock continues to tick.
Second down, ball on the 44. Rice drops back. A flag comes in. We'll have a false start against the Titans, and it's going back.
And now it starts to get a little bit tenuous for the Olympus Titans because it's now 2nd and 20. And even if you do pick up a few yards here, that leaves you it leaves you 3rd and long. You almost have to throw the ball at some point here, so you can't milk the clock as much. And so that first initial stop and then the false start, it's a big response from this Alta Hawks defense.
2nd and very long here on for the Olympus Titans. Rice ready to take the snap. He'll drop back. The pressure's coming. Has to get it out quick. Over the top, and it is incomplete. Intended for Tommy Nelson, but it goes through his hands onto the turf and incomplete.
And that's how you want to attack the blitz, right? You've got the size disparity with your outside wide receivers. Nelson has been great on the outside all game long, just not able to reel that one in. And Max Rice absorbed a big-time blow on that. Is Alta's sending a lot of pressure up the middle. Now, here comes the cat and mouse game. We saw previously Alta dropped everybody back into coverage, trying to keep the zone in front of them. Do they bring pressure and risk Rice escaping the pocket again, or do you drop everybody back and try and keep it in front of you, knowing that if you make the tackle, that clock will continue to tick, and Olympus is going to take a timeout now to discuss that very thing.
They'll take some time to think about it. Quick timeout taken on the field, Brian. We'll take it as well here on the Rewind Sports Network. 24-10 the score. The Titans lead it. They have possession. It's 3rd and long. Ball on the 39. They need 20 for the first down here in the 4th quarter. Rice will drop back, gets it out quickly on the screen. It's Sandangata, and he is brought down at the original line, at the line of scrimmage, and he's going nowhere.
And a nice job there by the Alta Hawks to make the tackle immediately, and so this is going to force a punt, but I think the bigger question now is how much time is left for the Alta Hawks, as we're at 4 minutes and under, as they attempt a comeback.
For the first time this half, we see Evans as he'll come out to punt it away. Taking the snap, Evans the boot, and it'll land at the 25. Fielded by Alta, cutting out to his left, has a chance to cut it up. The flag comes out, but players wrestle down, and multiple flags on the field now, Brian.
Well, I know for sure what the second one is, and it feels like it was a little bit of a useless play there. Just Matt McKay's doing a good job of breaking tackles and advancing the ball. You don't need to go after guys that are behind him that heavily. So the first flag, I don't know what that one's going to be, but kind of an interesting play from Olympus there. I don't think there was really too much of a threat, them faking it, right? But Jack Evans does a really good job of rolling out. And so we'll get the penalty here.
We've got 2 penalties against the Hawks. Block in the back, which is declined, and a helmet-to-helmet hit, which will be accepted. 15-yard penalty that'll put the Hawks back.
So I think you accept that one because it's an extra 5 yards, and so it backs them up that much further from the end of the run. And for now, for Alta, I mean, starting out here at the 27-yard line, they got a long field to go to try and score here.
First down for the Hawks. Brown sends his receiver in motion. It's McKay. And Brown has to get it out quick, looking to go over the top. And nicely covered by the Titans. Incomplete, intended for Strong.
And he's trying to find Bear Strong out there, and there's not a lot of space for him to operate. Olympus was not fooled by the play action and the pump fake there at all. Good job by that defense. They've done a good job all game of really keeping everything in front of them. You see Jack Evans playing that center field position. We talked about how he hasn't carried the ball a lot in the first half, but very versatile player.
Brings up second down. Brown will drop back, gets it out to McKay. Matt McKay makes one miss. Matt McKay trying to get around two. Ends up going out of bounds. Good gain on second down, but it will bring up third for the Hawks.
And it's a good pickup and just a lot of ground covered there by Matt McKay. And you have to wonder with him, he goes every snap for this team, both offense and defense. You hope that he's got enough energy to last this one out. I mean, he's going to compete to his last breath regardless, but the Hawks need some guys to step up on this one. Third and Brown Bear, but at this point it's third and you got to get it first.
3:22 left to go here in the fourth. Brown takes a snap. The pressure's coming. Has to escape out to his right. Gets it out quick. Morton with the catch. Morton makes a move. Morton trying to get past the sticks and does. First down for Morton. At about. No, he's still in as he's wrestled down, but the flag comes out.
I'm curious to see what this one is going to be. It looks like it might be something to do with either a block in the back or a hold over there in that area. If it is, I believe it'll
tackled by number 9.
Negate the first down, yeah, blocking the back there. Boy, what a great effort by Evan Morton. And you get it, right? You're trying to help your brother out and get him some extra yards there, but it just the mental mistakes have added up so much for Alta in this game.
We'll replay the down. We'll do 3rd and 5.
Alta got enough for the first down gain, but instead we'll have to replay third down. It's Brown taking the snap. He'll drop back. Now looking for Morton again, but it goes through his fingertips and falls incomplete. A fourth down coming up for Alta, Brian. A huge fourth down.
This is it, Alex. Whatever hopes the Hawks have for the rest of this game rest on this play right here.
2:50 left to go. 24 Titans, 10 Hawks. On fourth down, two receivers line up to each side for Tucker Brown. Brown takes the snap. He drops back over the middle. Morton off his palm, hits the turf, incomplete. Turnover on downs, and the Titans take over in Hawk territory.
Over on downs to the Titans. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the game.
You love the fight. You love the competitiveness. They've had that rapport all game long. Tucker Brown, Evan Morton just not able to connect on that one. And for this Alta Hawks offense, it feels like that was the story of the game, just not able to connect all the way through. And you roll your defense out. You still have 3 timeouts, so you can hope for a miracle here. But with 2:45 left to play and Nate Hughley in the backfield, I'm asking a lot for this defense one more time to get a stop.
Hughley will take the handoff. He bounces out to his left. He's short of the gain, is able to barrel through just short, but a huge 8-yard gain for Nate Hughley as Alta quickly taking a timeout.
Well, they're going to try and conserve as much clock as possible until your hopes really are going to rest on these next couple plays. You have to hold Olympus on these next few downs. You can't just let them convert and then start calling timeouts again. And for the Hawks, it was just, you're trying to do so much and trying to make a play happen. And
39 seconds to play.
Olympus does a great job of making something happen on their end there. And tell you what, Nate Hughley's had an impressive second half.
Nate Hughley has been huge for Olympus here in the second half. While Brian, the timeout is taken on the field, we'll take a quick one as well here on the Rewind Sports Network. Second down coming up here for the Olympus Titans, and the pressure coming early. Miscues on the defensive line for the Alta Hawks, and it'll give Olympus a first down.
That'll give the Titans a first down.
That is huge, Alex. When we talked about it, those are the downs that you can't afford to give up, and now with first down, Olympus has a great opportunity to just sit on this one.
Rice to keeper. Rice out to his left. Almost makes the move for the stick. Again, another big 8-yard gain. And another late flag comes out as Max Rice is on the ground.
And frustration bubbling over now for the Hawks. And
Pick up about 7 on the play. Penalty.
it's tough. This is a proud program, and they've competed hard tonight. But, man, just have to tip your cap and give a ton of credit
Foul called against the Hawks.
to the Olympus Titans,
Half the distance to the goal.
because they've held off a really feisty Alta Hawk team.
6-yard line.
First and goal from the 6 for the Olympus Titans with 2:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. Any type of score here, really, Brian, will and should do it.
Yeah, and Olympus doesn't even have to score here. They can just sit on this as long as they want with 2:05 left as they hand the ball off.
Quick run up the middle, I believe, stop short. They will stop him short of the goal line. The Titans trying to get one more on the board.
1-yard line.
And it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a game here now as Alta's going to call timeout and try and get the stop. They want to keep that last score off the board as much as they possibly can, and now let the internet debate how you should handle end-of-game situations like this. But for us tonight, Alex, I think it's been a great competitive game. You talked earlier about developing rivalries, and I think you're seeing two programs that are kind of on opposite ends in terms of where they're at. Alta in a new stage, new coach, trying to build some culture, trying to build that grit and toughness, and then the opposite side of the field, the Olympus Titans have done a great job of building a program that seems that they're going to be primed to compete here in 5A.
And give a lot of credit, too, to head coach Brandon Burke, longtime assistant here at Olympus High School. He went 8-4 in his first season, and now he's looking to make some noise here in Region 6 with this Olympus Titans side. Quickly to Hughley. Hughley is able to take it in. Hughley with a touchdown, his second of the night, and the Olympus Titans take a 30-10 lead.
That's a bad man right there with Nate Hughley as he powers his way into the end zone. Had him stopped, but you can never stop Nate Hughley. We should have learned that by now, and he puts another one on the board for the Olympus Titans as they go up 30-10 pending the PAT.
Gubler out for the point after attempt. The ball is snapped, the kick is up, and it's blocked. The tip of the fingers of one of the Alta Hawks gets to it. It's blocked. It's no good. 20-point game with 1:43 left to go.
1:43 to play in the game.
With special teams, there's a phrase that we used to use a lot when I coached out at Cypress, and it was, show me where your heart is. You just gave up a touchdown right there. You've got one opportunity to make a point of emphasis. And I think for this program we talk about, it's going to be a loss in the win-loss column for the Alta Hawks tonight. But that's one of those program stacking wins where you point at it and say, hey, I love this effort. I love that bounce back. Gave up the touchdown, fought back when we needed to. Next play you get a block. It's just one of those small things that, I get it. You're watching at home, you're just like, meh, whatever. But when you're in the mix and you're coaching and you're working and you're trying so hard to get these young men to buy into what you're preaching, those are huge, huge moments.
As a coach, that is the type of effort you want to see from your team.
100%.
Especially in these situations when you're down by 20 with 1:43 left to go.
Yeah, it's just all about pride and grit and toughness at those points. You can sit back and do nothing, or else you can stay in the fight.
Gubler with a big kick. Fielded at the 1 yard line. Alta trying to hit on the return. The flags coming out. 2 flags now on the turf, as it looks like that was number 80, Clayton, on the return.
Yeah, here's a little tidbit for those watching at home, whether you're playing in flag football, Little League, if you're a high school player that played last night and you're tuning in tonight, don't put your hands up if you may or may not have blocked someone in the back, because that's a surefire way of telling the official, hey, throw a flag at me.
That'll be half the distance to the goal.
I don't think it was even that egregious as a foul, but just, on principle, officials are going to throw the flag on that one every time. Love and positivity be darned.
So here's the situation. You're down by 20. It's 30-10. 1:34 left on the clock. You got 1 timeout, and you're starting your drive on the 7-yard line. We'll see if the Alta Hawks, again, continue to show a little bit of grit, a little bit of fight as they try to march this ball down the field with 1:30 left on the clock. Quickly out to McKay. McKay bringing it in and is brought down immediately.
Yeah, Ryder Birdsley's not going anywhere that far away from Matt McKay, but interesting watching from this angle. You get a great view of Lincoln Ames and what he's able to do as a pass rush specialist. Number 7 there for Olympus. Just a really advanced player. He's just a junior, 6 feet 215. He does a great job there on the edge. Just a really advanced pass rusher.
Second down coming up here with 1 minute left. Brown drops back, going over the middle, caught, and is brought down. That is going to be, let's see if we can get a number on that.
Up the middle.
Russell with the catch. And Russell slow to get up after the play.
Yeah, he took a big pop on that one and able to secure the ball, but you can see he is in pain down there at the 38-yard line. It's a big hit.
And so while the training staff here at Alta High School trot out to take a look at Russell, we'll take a quick step away here on the Rewind Sports Network. Brock Russell. Good to see him back on his feet. Good to see him back walk out. He gets a huge gain, and it's a first down for the Alta Hawks. 1st and 10. Brown will drop back. He's going deep again up the sideline looking for Morton, and just overthrown through the hands of Morton and incomplete.
Boy, they've been waiting all game long to get Evan Morton down the sideline, and just barely over outside of his reach. And as he hustles back to the sideline, you just, man, that's going to be the story of this game. What could have been for the Alta Hawks.
2nd and 10, ball on the 36, 37 seconds left. Brown will drop back. He's looking over the middle. It's caught and brought down. Bears strong with a catch.
Well, I know the phrase is strong like bull, but it's strong like bear there. He reels that one in and pops right up. Let him know, Bear, that's a first down.
Making the Brown Bear name proud tonight.
I could never make a catch like that.
Over the middle again, Cobb. This time it's Lonis. Lonis with the spin is able to make a move. 8 on the gain. A timeout taken quickly on first down.
Yeah, 14 seconds left here. And we talk about playing for pride, Alex. When you know this game is out of reach, you're down there on your 7-yard line. That's really all you're playing for at this point in time. I know you're sitting at home maybe and you're ready to go to the grocery store and get a little late night snack or something like that, or ready for bed. But for these kids, you only get so many snaps out here. For them to come out, compete like this, for Alta to show some pride and start moving the football. And plus, their season is not over. So you're going to have some more 2-minute situations to build this confidence. And we talk about this program is on the rise. This is a really positive sign for them. On the flip side of things for Olympus, you're getting some of your younger players some reps. The ones are no longer out there for the most part.
This is the Alta Hawk offense that I've been waiting to see all night. They're doing a phenomenal job here of moving down the field, trying to get some points on the board prior to the end of this one. 14 seconds left. They trail 30-10. 2nd and 2, ball on the 39 inside Titan territory. Brown will drop back. He gets it over the middle, hits the turf, incomplete, but almost picked off. The Olympus Titans with number 37, Chase Taylor, trying to make a play.
Yeah, nice shot by Chase Taylor there. You can see this Olympus Titans squad has a lot of depth on it, a lot of really good players. When we talk about Alta being a younger program, there's some good young players on the flip side of it for Olympus as well.
3rd down with 9 on the clock. Brown will take the snap. He'll drop back. The pressure's coming. Steps up in the pocket. Looking towards the sideline. McKay with a phenomenal catch. And Matt McKay, the ball is down. He is down. And Matt McKay with an incredible snag out of the air.
Has to be a top 10 nominee. I know the situation, but Matt McKay almost finds payday on that one. What a catch.
And they couldn't get the snap off in time. The clock runs out. Alta can't get the snap off on time, and that's going to do it. The Olympus Titans march into Sandy, Utah, here at Alta High School, and walk away with a huge region win, 30-10, the final score. Brian, share some of your thoughts on what has been a phenomenal performance by the Olympus Titans.
Yeah, sometimes the ball bounces in your direction, sometimes it doesn't. For the Alta Hawks tonight, it bounced away from them on a few different possessions. The difficult part about that, the Olympus Titans were ready to receive it every single time and capitalize on those bounces. A great job by this Titan team who sits at the top of the region with another big region win. They go on the road. They get one from a fun environment here at Alta. Great, great halftime, competitive effort from the Hawks. And for Olympus, they're starting to establish themselves as a program to watch in 5A. And in the meantime, for the Alta Hawks, nothing to hang their heads about. It was a great competitive effort, a young team. Enjoyed the heck out of tonight.
For the Olympus Titans, they improved to 4-3 overall. They are now 3-1 in Region 6 play. For the Alta Hawks, they fall to 3-4, 1-3 in Region 6 play. Again, just a huge region victory for the Olympus Titans. Brian, who is your MVP of the night?
I have to give it, I hate showing favoritism to the offense, but Max Rice was phenomenal tonight. Just every single time they needed him to make a throw, he stepped up and made a throw. Nate Hughley, I'll give him a shout out. He may have been our dude of the game for this game, but he did a good job in the second half of trying to make a charge. But really, it was Max Rice all game long. Had the big scramble there to move the chains, through 2 touchdown passes, and he was on point all game long. There's only one throw where I even questioned him even just a little bit. And so for me, Max Rice, well done, my man.
Max Rice, MVP of the night. Hughley, dude of the night. And the Alex player of the night is going to be Riker Birdsley, because Riker Birdsley deserves some loves. He did a phenomenal job tonight on the defensive side of the ball, containing Matt McKay.
Now, you can't stop Matt McKay. You can only hope to contain him, but that was such a fun competition to watch between Birdsley and McKay. And again, just a fun night of football. Just always so grateful to be able to do this.
And that's going to do it for us here on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Alex Napolis, Brian Brown, Bill Francis on the camera. And from the entire Rewind Sports family, we thank you for watching. Everyone have a good night. We'll see you next week.